Hello and welcome back again to Stupid Boy UFC. Today we are going to talk about the knockout that just happened, the knockout which shook the world, the knockout between Francis Ngannou, the match between Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua, where Anthony Joshua knocked Francis Ngannou out cold after knocking him down twice in the first round first and then in the second round. And I wanted to say something like what I felt as a martial arts fan and as a boxing fan too. Like, what are my opinions on that? First of all, the people who are saying that Francis Ngannou, never deserved to be in the same boxing ring as Anthony Joshua don't understand that Anthony Joshua is like the best boxer in heavyweight division, one of the best boxers in heavyweight division. He is literally the former champion, two-time champion in the boxing, heavyweight boxing, and heavyweight boxing is such a hit and miss, but this showed this doesn't represent that. This just represented how much boxing is different from mixed martial arts. Anyone with good punching power can do well in mixed martial arts, but not in boxing. Especially in heavyweight division, yeah, they can do that. They need to have another other defensive knowledge in wrestling and all that. But this showed that this was a part-time thing for Francis Ngannou and a lifetime thing for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua showed that there are levels to this game, and if you really want to become heavyweight champion in boxing or any weight division champion, more so in lighter weight divisions, you have to become like a lifetime boxer. You cannot do this like part-time thing, and you can be lucky like Francis Ngannou was lucky. Now in the hindsight, that fight with Tyson Fury just showed me that how lucky was Francis Ngannou. Don't not fighting anyone, just fighting France, just fighting Tyson Fury on his worst day, and somehow winning. Probably he won. Yeah, he won, but he lost on the scorecards. But the thing is, seeing Francis Ngannou out cold like that was such depressing thing to see. Like, I am a martial arts fan. I'm boxing fan too, but martial arts is like my bread and butter. I like martial arts more than boxing. It's not even like I'm not just saying this because like boxing is good, but martial arts is more interesting. So seeing Francis Ngannou knocked out cold is just like I never thought that I will see this, because especially not only because Francis Ngannou is a scary puncher, because Francis Ngannou has crazy chin. Like every time he gets hit, and we felt like he cannot fall down like that. And the way that he was knocked out, like it was similar. His legs buckled under him, like same as when Francis Ngannou knocked out Stipe Miocic in the UFC to win his heavyweight championship. Like I'm just so amazed by Anthony Joshua, and it doesn't amaze me as a boxing fan because like especially seeing that same thing happen in like each of these three knockdowns, and last one is a knockout, to be honest. But in each of these I just see pull and count, like just pull and just countering by the just he just did this and just a body jab. Francis Ngannou lowers his guard and just goes straight up, and just his head is on the side so that he doesn't get countered by the hook of Francis Ngannou, and he was throwing from range, and that just straight like punch, like just over his legs buckled under him. And it felt, I would say, to be honest, it's a bittersweet experience because as a boxing fan I really want someone who is actually like do this not like a part-time thing, just do this all the time, like Anthony Joshua winning like 2012 Olympic champion, two times world champion. These types of fighters I really like in boxing because they dedicated their life to boxing. And in terms of being a martial artist who is competing in the boxing, I think Francis Ngannou is someone that will always be remembered for giving that fight, the tough fight with to Tyson Fury. Now, looking at this fight, I don't know how he managed to do this and do that with Tyson Fury, but you need to give him credit for that because the thing is, the thing is, he took two back to back fights with two world champions in the heavyweight division. You know, anyone who's just saying that Francis Ngannou did this, like, it's not a very good thing, not a very cool thing, and just he just got knocked out, just mocking him for just being knocked out by the best boxers in the world. He's just a straight up casual. You just don't understand. Like, this man did, and anyone who was saying that, Francis Ngannou has a decent chance against these boxers. And after seeing the fight with Tyson Fury, I got the sense like Tyson Fury did lose that fight, but technically he was still better than Francis Ngannou. So he landed more punch in that fight, but he didn't. He lacked the punching power that Joshua had in this fight. And I don't know. Like Joshua said in the, like, after the fight interview, that if it was the old Joshua, he would have, like, get knocked out, because he could have just tried to match power with power, Francis Ngannou's power and Anthony Joshua's power, and then they would have collided, and somehow he would have lost. I don't want to say that he was wrong, but I believe that Anthony Joshua beat him up, like, beats him in every match. Like, any match, I think he beats him up. It's not like he just beats Francis Ngannou after that, like, after being coached by Ben Davidson. I don't think so. I think he beats him in any of these nights. Like, it's just the skill level difference is just too much. Too much. That's what I have seen. Especially coming that body jab and Francis Ngannou biting on the guard, biting on the feints, and just lowering his hands, and then Anthony Joshua coming up over the top. It's like boxing 101. Like, it's not even like a very technical thing, just like boxing 101. So I don't know about like that, because I don't know whether like Anthony Joshua is right when he said that he would have lost if he had been reckless. I think he won this fight in 10 out of 10 times. But credit to Francis Ngannou. What's next for Francis Ngannou? I think he will fight in, you know, the other, like, promotion. And I don't want, like, it's just he'll fight random dudes in mixed martial arts. And now coming out of this loss, I believe that he might lose in martial arts. So I don't want to predict this fight, because that other person, that lanky individual, 6'6", I think, that Ferreira, someone, is like crazy knockout power, has crazy knockout power, knocked out Ryan Bader. So I don't want to predict this fight, that fight. Like, I feel bad for Francis Ngannou. I have bad, bad thoughts in my mind. Like, Francis Ngannou may lose that fight, but I still want to, praise Francis Ngannou for whatever he did. He did absolutely, absolutely, like, very courageous thing by fighting Anthony Joshua. So that's it for the video. If you really like such content where I talk about boxing, martial arts, and anything in general, like my life, but not really, I talk about boxing, martial arts, and football. It's very rare, but I will make a video, you know, later today about football. So if you like such content, please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, so sad for Francis Ngannou. Peace.